You know, fast food
Too
is
much fast
awful,
food can cause
right?
you heart problems, Jamba.
Cardiovascular diseases, CVDs, are the number one cause of death globally, taking an estimate of 17.9 million lives each year. The risk factors for CVDs include unhealthy diet, high blood pressure, and high blood cholesterol, which mostly come from consumption of trans fat. Fat is made from fatty acid and can be classified as saturated fat and unsaturated fats. Trans fat is a partial hydrogenation of unsaturated fats. Let's take a look on how trans fat is produced.
One of the ways of trans fatty acid to form is by polymerization. We often heard this one advice.
Do not reuse your cooking oil more than twice, as it can endanger your health.
However, do you know the science behind it, as why is it not good for your health? This is due to the accumulation of trans fatty acid in the oil naturally occurred after being reused all over again. But the question is how? Let's take an example from the scene you saw before. Did you notice what did he eat? Yes, fries. But why? Let me explain. Oils contain high linoleic acid.
However, the die-in system of linoleates in cooking oil will be converted into trans-trans conjugated die-in upon frying. When two die-ins, for example, 1,4 and 1,3 die-ins, were under heat pressure, the double bond will break, which leads to the formation of dimer product. After reusing the oil frequently, the dimer product will accumulate more, leads the polymerization to take place, which will increase the trans-trans conjugated die-in.
Therefore, the dimer product will be absorbed by the fries, making it unhealthy to be consumed.
Other than polymerization, trans fatty acids is probably known to be synthesized as a result of partial hydrogenation. Let's get into it. Cis-bonded fatty acids are known to cause rancidity due to the likelihood of undergoing oxidation, as it is more reactive when compared to trans fats or saturated fats. Thus, partial hydrogenation was introduced primarily to improve the shelf stability and flavors of food products such as the margarines and mayonnaise. Polyunsaturated cis fatty acids was heated at a preset temperature with the presence of hydrogen gas and a nickel catalyst to kickstart the hydrogenation process. The addition of each hydrogen atoms to all carbon-carbon double bonds will result in complete hydrogenation, where saturated fatty acids are produced. However, if some of the double bonds were not hydrogenated, this is how partial hydrogenation takes place. According to Gamalo and his colleagues in 2015, the nickel catalyst will absorb the reagent on its surface, causing partial disruption of the double bond of the unsaturated fatty acid and the hydrogen bonding, forming an intermediate organometallic complex, which follows by the addition reaction and desorption of the final product. Under conditions like high temperatures, low pressures, and high concentrations of catalyst will cause hydrogenation reaction becomes selective for fatty acids with higher degree of unsaturation, where the unsaturated fatty acids that have not undergone hydrogenation are converted to their more stable isomers, which is the trans isomers. As a result, trans fatty acids are synthesized as the final product.
Trans fats are unhealthier than the regular unsaturated fats. The major effect of trans fat is trans fat raises the amount of low-density lipoprotein, LDL, a bad cholesterol, but lowers the amount of high-density lipoprotein, HDL, a good cholesterol. This LDL transports cholesterol throughout our body. However, when cholesterol builds up in the arteries wall, the arteries become narrow, causing inflammation, which leads to a high risk of cardiovascular diseases.
Well, we've seen it, we've learned it. So guys, reduce the trans fat intake and lead to more happier life. Thank you for tuning to 36th Street. See you again next time.
Please, I'm begging you, stop consuming food that is high in trans fat. Please take care of yourself, especially your health, okay?
Mari kawan-kawan jagalah
SOP, lakukan semuanya setiap hari.
Jangan lupa pelitup muka,
penyakuman sentiasa,
Sabun tangan out di setiap waktu.
jangan lupa dicelah kuku.
mari kawan-kawan jaga SOP, jangan pentingkan diri sendiri.